Aaron, you did both boxing and wrestling as a kid. Why did you kind of go the wrestling route as opposed to stick with the boxing?
Yeah, I mean, I was getting close to high school, so I knew I always wanted to wrestle in high school. So I was like, as I was approaching it, I was like, I want to be able to wrestle. So I just took a different path into wrestling and did 1 year there. I tried to go to the boxing club as much as I can, but when I started wrestling international, it was too difficult. But it was definitely a tough decision with like wrestling and boxing, because like I love boxing. It's like my passion. I love it. But I'm glad. I'm happy the way everything worked out.
You obviously your base is wrestling.
Yeah.
But you do have the boxing background. So when you fight, what do you feel your kind of go-to is going to be? Do you think you're going to go to the wrestling? You're going to just rely on the boxing to begin with? How do you think that's going to play out?
Well, the whole goal right now is to be just well-rounded everywhere. But I would love to be on my feet. I've been saying that like knockouts are what people remember. And if the knockouts there are great, but it's a fight, so much stuff can happen. So we'll just have to see how it all plays out. But I love being on my feet. That's where I feel the best.
What was the first harder lesson converting into MMA? Like, what was that lesson that you learned?
Yeah.
It is hard, You can't just walk in and be an MMA fighter.
Yeah. There's been a lot. I mean, there's being able to transition your takedowns from into fighting, being on the ground. There's so many. The kicks, obviously, because wrestling and boxing is just one, but then there's kicks involved, so that changes up the whole game. The jiu-jitsu, I mean, there's been, every day there's always something that I'm thankful to have Bob Cook, and he's really picks out a bunch of stuff that you're doing wrong, which is really good, because to be the champ of the world, that's the little things that really matter. So there's not one particular thing, there's been a bunch.
And any fights you're looking forward to watching coming up?
Boxing or MMA? Golovkin and Canelo.
Yeah. How does that play out, do you think?
I think Canelo's gonna. I've been saying it for years. Canelo will beat Triple G for sure. I think stylistically, Triple G is a perfect match for Canelo. Like he's a boxer. Like he's engaged in the pocket a lot. I think that's what Canelo does. Canelo has a hard time against like the Mayweathers, people that kind of run on him, but Triple G isn't going to do that, so I believe Canelo will. I think he's going to make it look easy against Triple G. A lot of people think I'm crazy, but I have a couple of bets going, so I'm like, just wait, just watch. I've been saying it for years, though, like Canelo will beat Triple G.
So you were saying it before, say, kind of the last year, that Triple G's maybe not looked as dangerous as he did, obviously, when people were avoiding him and things like that.
Yeah, even when Canelo was young, I still thought that Canelo would be Triple G. I think it's perfect style for Canelo. Perfect style.